cyclone.
It was terrifying.
Oh, it's huge! Wow! Can you catch a big tuna or a mackie? Alright crew, welcome back to another episode. We've got some special guests today. We've got Miss Asha Bloom.
Hi guys.
And Alia. Craig is down south on a little trip with Xander in India. So yeah, we've come out today. It looks beautiful out here. You would never guess that 3-4 days ago we had a cyclone. So Tropical Cyclone Sean came past. It was a tropical cat 4. It was a cat 4 cyclone, but we were lucky we only got the edge of it. So we got like equivalent to a cat 2 cyclone. So I came out here 2 days ago and the water here was like chocolate milk and there was like 7-meter swell over here. So we've come out today to scope it out, see how it's looking. It's obviously the calm after the storm now and the water's cleared up heaps in the last couple days. So we're gonna have a bit of a look around, see how the coral has held up, and we're gonna go head out the back of the reef now and hopefully find some back-flipping orcas and nautilus shells everywhere and all the fun stuff. So let's go! Already finding lots of random things floating around, bits of smashed up coral, and it's like a big tide line here. Lots of random stuff like this. It almost looks like an old buoy with coral on it. Even if it's what it looks like. Yeah. Guys, you look like still lots of swell around. A lot of motion in the ocean. And it's very green, but we're still in the passage, so hopefully it clears up a little bit. Another big tide line over here. While we are on the search for clearer water and amazing things doing backflips, I'm gonna roll on some footage from the cyclone and also some of what we found straight after the cyclone as well. So yeah, I'll roll that on now.
Sunday afternoon, the storm approached from the north, bringing down clouds of the Pilbara dust with it. Within a couple of hours, the sky turned red, the wind picked up, and the ocean began to stir. Birds usually found far offshore made their way to the coast. Everybody eagerly watched on as the cyclone moved closer. The worst of it hit during the night. The rain began and we had winds reaching gusts up to about 120 kilometres an hour. I've never heard wind so loud. Waking up in the morning, we were on red alert as the cyclone swirled down the western side of the Cape. The rain kept coming and we had some very minor flooding. There was less rain than what had originally been forecast, although the strength of the cyclone had grown a bit more intense than predicted. The wind raged on, but we eventually got out to see how everything was holding up.
Is this all sand?
Yeah. The ocean looked wild. Where there was usually no swell, there were barreling storm waves, and we were given a show of the true force nature can bring. Rain and strong wind continued for most of Monday as the cyclone veered off out to sea. Other than a few trees and fences down, we were pretty lucky to have escaped without much damage. In the following days though, the ocean showed the cyclone's impact, with beaches covered in coral, fish and all sorts of weird creatures I'd never seen before. Sand dunes and turtle nests were eroded, and even days later there was disorientated fish washing up on the shore. Many of the beaches were completely reshaped. We could only hope that our underwater paradise had held up to the wild weather.
This is what the water's looking like. I don't know how well it shows in the GoPro, but it is green. Hey Indy. So green as far as you can see in every direction. And there's still a lot of, it's not even really swell, it's just like leftover waves. Crazy how the lagoon can clear up so much in 2 days, but this is still super murky.
Yeah. You'd think like out here would clear up first before the lagoon did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's pretty gross out here. There's not a breath of wind though, like it's so still.
It's so beautiful.
But just really green and wavy, so we can't go out too far.
Albinos. We do.
Yeah, that's all we need. So I think maybe we'll go into the lagoon where it was a bit clearer and see if we can go and find anything cool in there, go for a snorkel, and then see how we go. We've just chucked the lure out for the way in so we can just quickly catch a big tuna or a mackie. As we always do, very successful on this channel. So yeah, but we're on our way back to the lagoon. So much nicer in here.
It's beautiful. That's
So
crazy,
good.
hey, that it's like so clear in here.
Yeah, so different to out the back. Just gonna have a quick little look around and see if we can find anything cool, and then I'm very keen to jump in for a swim.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
It's so hot. It's so still today, and it's still really humid from the cyclone as well, so it's like a melting. But how nice.
It's so beautiful. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. I just jumped straight onto my back.
It's just like straight in. Jump in after
Oh my God,
mum.
it's so warm.
Come here. Come here. Did
Oh,
you dive?
you're so scratchy.
So warm.
You're so scratchy.
Yeah, she's got long claws.
Oh. 10 all around.
We just found what looks to be an anchor. We're gonna jump in and have a look, see if that's what it is. How random. So it turns out that it is an anchor attached to a garden hose.
So weird. It's got heaps of growth on it as well. Ew. That is so random. There's
Who
like
left that
heaps
there?
of food. And then
That
there's like
is so
another hose wrapped
random.
around it or something.
Who is putting hoses on anchors? That's so weird. Really, you stay? Don't know about that one. That right there is turtle poo.
Looks like a human poo.
It really does. I thought it was until recently when somebody taught me that it was turtle poo, but I thought there was just some gross human out here.
I
doing
thought the
that.
same thing.
I remember going through the lagoon and I was like, there's poo! And Craig was like, shh, it's not human poo.
Those turtles, they've eaten all that seagrass. Very fibrous.
Got a fast metabolism.
We've
wait, I don't know
spotted
how to feel.
something, or is it a big wedgie?
Here, press the circle. I turned it off.
What? Oh, it's a big wedgie. Wow, he's huge.
He just loves it.
Wow. Should we swim with it?
It looks pretty chill.
Yeah.
So crude.
It's quite chill.
Did you guys see that?
We just found a big wedgefish.
God, it's huge!
Wow. Wow, it is really chilling. Does anyone want to jump in?
Yeah.
All right, Ali is going to jump in and get a shot of the wedgefish for you guys.
Hi! We're gonna get in with the wedgie. Is there a specific way you want me to film?
Wedgefish are really cool. They're part of the most endangered family of fish in the ocean. They're highly targeted for their big dense fins in the shark fin trade, and they're also really susceptible to getting caught as bycatch in fisheries because they spend most of their day sitting on the bottom. But they're a type of ray, and we get two different species of wedgefish here. We get a bottlenose wedgefish and a white spotted wedgefish. So I'll pop the label on to let you guys know which species this is. But yeah, this one's really big and really chill as well, so how cool. I actually cannot believe that it is this nice post-cyclone. Everyone's excited.
So excited.
But how amazing is this water?
Beautiful.
Crazy that it looked like that 4 days ago. And now it's so clear and beautiful. We're so lucky. We're gonna jump in and go for a little snorkel. And then after that we'll go for a bit more of an explore. Yay! Woohoo! such a pretty snorkel.
So pretty.
Some reef sharks and lots of fish and cool little caves and the bummies. So good. I just can't believe that a few days ago this was 50 knot winds and like muddy, disgusting water.
Hello. Hi.
So that's just summer for us here in Exmouth. At the moment, on the forecast, in 2 weeks, we potentially have another cyclone.
Massive cyclone.
So,
Do it all again.
yeah.
But then there'll be another day like this.
Yeah, exactly. And before, you get the calm before the storm, the calm after the storm. But yeah, we just never know. And you don't know until like 4, maybe 3 days before it's supposed to happen, if it's actually happening. So it's a lot of prep for potentially nothing, but better to be safe than sorry. We actually did an episode last year when we did a full prep. We were thinking we were going to get a Cat 5, so if you're interested in seeing what that looks like, that was back then. But that was all of our first cyclone. Have you seen a cyclone before?
That
was my first cyclone, yeah.
All of our first one. What did you guys think of it?
It was terrifying.
It
wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it was still
I thought,
hectic
yeah, I
winds.
just thought we were going to flood a lot more than we did.
Yeah.
Thankfully we didn't, but
I think it dumped a lot of the rain like up north, hey? Like
Yeah,
we
it
didn't get
looked-
quite as much
I
of
think
it.
Yeah.
Karratha
Karratha got
looked like-
smashed apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I've never heard wind that loud though. It hit us mainly during the night, and
I think
there
the wind was the scariest part.
Yeah, yeah. We went for a drive the morning after, as it was like the worst of it had passed, and just standing out in the wind was insane. We could barely stand up. We were getting like pelted by rain bullets. Like, it was pretty wild. So yeah, we're gonna go and have a look on the way in at our trusty little snorkel spot where we do our tours, which has some really, really shallow staghorn coral, which is really fragile. So we're gonna go and have a look and see how that shallower kind of coral held up with the waves and everything. But luckily here, no damage.
It's beautiful.
Everything looks
It's
amazing.
perfect.
So yeah, good to see. Coral and the ocean is very resilient. So
Thank goodness.
thank goodness. We're gonna go for a bit more of an explore now and see if we can find anything cool. And then yeah, we'll go and check that shallow spot on the way back. This water is like the most insane colour ever. As if. And look how cool those clouds look. This is unreal. It's so nice. Okay, we have arrived at the Keyhole,
My favourite place.
our favourite place that we don't spend enough time at. So,
I've been here in a hot minute.
come here more often.
behind Alia there, all of this coral here is really, really shallow. At low tide, it actually sticks out of the water, which we've also filmed for you guys before. But you can even see now there's little waves rolling over it. So when there's big swell, there's pretty big waves that break on all this. So we're gonna go for a bit of a swim and see if the cyclone did any damage to the coral. And go. that was very pretty, but there is lots of broken coral, lots of big chunks on the sand and even wedged in amongst the other coral. So definitely a little bit of damage there. It's not quite as bad as I thought, but some of those bigger chunks might still survive. They might be heavy enough to kind of sit in the sand, and you could see like they still had their little blue tips and everything. But we also noticed as well that the water or the coral is looking really colourful. And we noticed it the other day at the islands as well, all of the colours are just really, really bright, which is usually something that happens when the coral's stressed and before it's about to bleach. So the water here at the moment is 30.4. Ash is just whacking her head.
Sorry guys, that was really serious.
The water temperature at the moment is 30.4 degrees and Ningaloo's healthy temperature range is 21 to 29. So the coral's looking a little bit stressed. So hopefully with everything flushing out from this cyclone, hopefully the water will cool back down a little bit and the coral will be a little bit happier. But yeah, I think the warmer water is part of what made the cyclone form and get a little more intense than it was meant to be as well. So yeah, we shall see. Hopefully it cools down before this next one is forecast. And yeah. Yeah. But it is the circle of life. The spots where those branches have broken off will make room for new ones to grow. So it's a bit sad, but such is nature. Are we gonna head in? Okay. Yeah. Oh my god, I thought that was an animal.
What is that? People. Oh, get eyes on that.
All in the water.
Oh god. Okay, we're gonna head back to the boat ramp now. Alright, crew, that is it for another episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna do an episode in the next week or two about sharks. I've had lots of questions about sharks lately, and it's one of the things that we get asked the most as tour guides on the reef here. All about interacting with sharks and different species of sharks and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions at all about sharks or any of that, pop them in the comments and I'll try and include them in that episode. If you made it this far, then like the video, subscribe if you want to, it's free, it helps us out a lot. And we've also got a Patreon as well, so if you want some extra content, that link will be in the description. But yeah, thanks for watching, crew. We'll see you next week on Ningaloo.
Catch you on the flip.
Bye.
Bye. Make sure my bum looks massive.
Straight in.
How beautiful is the water here though?
I don't think this is filming.
Oh good. No, it is.
It's flashing.
Hi guys.
Not now.
Oh guys, that was a massive wedgefish.
There's two different types of wedgefish that we get. We get. Mate, no, it's everywhere. I'm filming on this one.
It's got a 360 camera.
Press the circle. Shut it down. And Yindi is.
Yindi's laying on my house.
Chilling.
Oh, Yindi.
Best life ever.
Loves the black dog job.
So cute. Oh,
And then kisses.
oh, I'm all salty. I look ratchet.
Whole body shape.
Such is life.
Such is life.
What is it? Say lovey. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
How to take a picture?
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
You're like hunched over.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that it's videoing you at the same time as videoing you. So I'm like,